What is going on, everyone? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video, and on this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about Bone Shibaswap token, because one of the most commonly asked question of me is, do I think that Bone Shibaswap token could reach the levels of Ethereum or get to $1,000 like Ethereum? So I'm gonna be breaking this down to you in this video and give you guys my thoughts and opinion and how Bone could potentially, I'm going to already answer the question, it could potentially reach the level of Ethereum if these three things happen. So before I get into it, guys, like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about Bone Shibaswap token. So taking a quick look here, guys, at Bone. So we got to know the components of what happened to Ethereum. Why did it reach $1,000? So let's back up from that, from that standpoint. So back in 2027, not 2027, but 2017, guys, 2016, 2017, this is right around the time that I was actually entering into crypto. So seeing Ethereum for where it's at currently right now, back then, I never in a million years would have thought that it gotten this far, because I'm talking about Ethereum, guys. When I first seen it, it was right around like 12 bucks, guys. So this was, right around this time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Mayish. It reached 12 bucks. And I bought some. Ethereum right around 12 bucks. Held on to it. But I actually did most of my serious buying of Ethereum right around this area, guys, in 2017. So 2017, at that time, this is the picture that I don't think most people paint for a lot of new people into crypto. Right around 2017, crypto was just now being talked about as far as mainstream, guys, like the media. So the FOMO was pretty much at top peak, right around that time. And not to mention too, guys, Ethereum, people were starting to, adopt Ethereum into their tokens. Like new tokens were being created, and of course they're going to create the pairings with Ethereum. And you had big VC investors within the tech worlds and stuff like that were dibbling around with the idea of Ethereum. And also there was less crypto. We have more crypto now than we did back in 2017. So with all that being said, it's just like an influx of volume started coming in, guys. So we see here Ethereum, 20 bucks. Unfortunately, I end up selling my Ethereum right around in the 50s. I think my high sell was probably around $60, which I thought I did something. But if you further on, just take a look at the chart, guys. It just kept going and kept going and kept going. I did eventually buy higher, right around like 900 bucks, guys. When FOMO, I was like, yo, I missed all this ride. I ended up buying like at 900 and sold maybe around like 1,000 on this. So it gotten all the way up to like $1,400 due to the fact that it was a massive, bull run. Like, I don't think people seen this type of bull run, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Another reason why this run up was very, very massive was due to the fact that China was actually engaging in purchasing cryptocurrencies. Now, this was back in 2017. Then after they did, the ban on it, then they put it back, then ban it again. All these money, or the dollar amount that was being produced into the crypto market, majority of it was coming from China. And now that we have China in the mix, guys, for this next crypto run, this is part of the reason, not the three reason, but this is part of the reason why I think that Bone could potentially reach $1,000 due to that new factor in. So let's continue with this. So it got all the way to 1,400. Then, later on, you're just going to see just the chart that's going down. So first thing that Bone needs to do, like in order for it to reach $1,000, and this is just looking at from historical data, as far as with Ethereum, averaging over $1 billion in volume, guys. Volume is very key. This is why I have that formula with accumulative volume. If Bone is able to do $1,000 in daily volume, it could get, this could actually get to over $1,000. So as you can see here, this is Ethereum historical data according to CoinGecko. So back in January of 2018, $4 billion. Look at the price of it, over 1,000. Like if Bone could consistently do over $1 billion in volume, that's going to be part of the reason why it could actually get to over 1,000. Now, I'm not talking about like saying and trading over over $1,000. I'm talking about just getting to 1,000, because if Bone gets to $1,000, people are going to take profits. Some people are going to become millionaires due to that factor. So you can't blame them. But that's one. Volume over $1 billion. The second thing is pairing, guys. Pairing is huge, because the more and more pairing that you have for your crypto asset, the more use case that it's actually going to be. Like for us, since we're going to be on a layer 2, we need more pairing. So we're going to need more projects actually using Bone. The more project that we get on our layer 2, the more pairing that's going to have. So if we take a look, this is from the Wayback Machine website. And this is CoinMarketCap, just looking at Ethereum. And if we take a look, guys, as far as how many pairing that it had at the time, was over 400 different pairs that paired with Ethereum. So that, in my opinion, is going to be huge. So we need for Bone to have mass adoption, people building on Shibarium, and the more and more projects that's built on Shibarium, the more and more pairs that's going to have. And you couple that with also listings, because majority of the volume that Ethereum had was coming from centralized exchanges. So we're not just talking about decentralization as far as like money or pairing happening. We need a whole bunch of different pairing within the centralized scene as well. So all this, equates to that daily volume of the 4 billion, I should say. Like on this day, it actually had 6 billion, which is crazy. And the third thing, guys, and this is the most important, well, I wouldn't even say all three of them are important, but this is also important as well, is circulating supply, guys. So at the time when Ethereum hit over $1,000, the circulating supply of Ethereum was 96 million, guys. 96 million Ethereum was out in circulation. So as you see, the more and more volume that you receive with the low circulating supply, it just supply and demand one-on-one all over again. So how can, most people might say like, well, it looks like we're not going to be able to reach Ethereum level, because our circulating supply, when it's all said and done, is going to be 250 million. Which is actually not going to be the case, because remember what I tell you guys, a layer 2 operates differently than a layer 1. So the way that we could actually get our circulating supply down is due to having massive, goes back to the mass adoption of people building on Shibarium, because that actually is twofold. It's going to actually allow, the price of Bone to go up. Because in order for them to do the pairing of Bone onto layer 2, they have to take their Bone from a layer 1, add it to the bridge, which is actually just pretty much a big staking contract, and it produces the layer 2 Bone, which would be like a wrap version of Bone. But the cool thing about this is this wrap Bone only function, the pricing of it is based upon what is doing on layer 1. So 250 million circulating supply, that's the max that we have. If we're able to get 150 million of that Bone, at least 150 million of that Bone onto the bridge, that's going to leave us with a circulating supply of 100 million Bone. and we wrap that up with the volume, and we wrap that up with the with all the different pairing guys, and we could truly see Bone at $1,000. Now, reason why I never mentioned that before and actually thought it was possible was due to the fact that China wasn't in the mix. So now that China is in the mix and they're going to be bringing huge volume, like if you weren't here back in 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018 in the crypto space, you wouldn't understand like how much of a huge volume that China is going to bring. Now, again, we're in a bear market, so we're not seeing it right now. But once this bull market comes, we're going to see deep pocketed whales come into this crypto space, and it's going to blow it up. So hopefully this answers you guys' question about Ethereum, what's going to take for Bone to be able to reach $1,000. And these are all my opinions and based upon what I've seen in the market. So take it what you want, not financial advice, of course, but this is Random Marts. Let me know your thoughts and opinion about this. If you think that, it can get to 1,000, or if you don't think that it could. But this is Random Marts, guys, signing off. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of your day. Peace.